Coming up on News 4 at noon, the wind chill advisory has ended, but make no mistake, it is bitterly cold out there. We'll take a look at how long this cold snap will last and when we'll see a warm up.
The storm is over, but school is out again for hundreds of districts across our viewing area. And News 4 always watches out for your money, and today another security breach puts your personal information at risk. Find out what popular department store is affected. Millions of parents use sleep machines to get their babies to bed, but new research finds the devices could be hurting your infant. And also ahead,
my morning began with being pummeled like Kobe beef, and it's just got better and better.
And we've got all the winners from last night's Oscars. News 4 at noon starts right now.
Live from KMOV, this is News 4 at noon.
Good afternoon and happy Monday to all of you. I'm Laura Hettiger. Robin Smith has the day off. Thank you for joining us. Now, it has been a cold and just a crazy few days of weather. Kristen Cornett is here in the Forewarned Weather Center. What are we expecting today?
More cold. More
Awesome.
cold. Didn't you know it? Yeah, let's start with those temperatures out there right now.
Thank you, Kristen. More than 600 closings are in the News 4 system today. You'll notice that those businesses and school cancellations are scrolling at the bottom of your screen. And with about 3 weeks of winter still left, many area schools have run out of snow days. In the Metro East, the Edwardsville School District planned to use today's Kazimierz Pulaski Day as a makeup day, but now school is canceled yet again for District 7. In January, the district told News 4 it will use the Act of God clause to not make up some of the snow days. While the kids are not at school, Metro says it can still get you to work. All Metrolink trains are running on time. All but one bus have returned to normal routes. A warning to customers, though, use caution on train platforms and sidewalks. There are some slick spots right now with these dramatically cold temperatures. News 4 will let you know if Metro does have any delays throughout the day. And if you're planning to fly out of Lambert today, you better check ahead. Some flights are delayed or canceled altogether, but not necessarily from the weather here in St. Louis. This winter storm is now pounding the Northeast. More than 50% of flights are canceled in Washington, D.C. today, and there are significant delays in Philadelphia and New York. Remember, you can go to KMOV.com anytime for a link to flight information. More travel updates for you. No area roads are closed right now because of this storm, but that wasn't the case yesterday. Check out this video. Drivers say a semi rear-ended another semi, which started a chain reaction. It happened between Warrenton and Wright City. The crash shut down eastbound lanes for more than 12 hours, stranding drivers.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's already a 20-hour trip, so that just added an extra 8 hours to it. So this is turning into a 2.5-day trip.
Also in Warrenton, take a look at this pumper truck that flipped over on Interstate 70. These are photos sent to us by the Warrenton Fire Protection District. The truck was responding to an accident when it tipped over. A Warrenton firefighter does tell me they received about 100 calls for help during that weekend storm. And a crash in Jefferson County over the weekend leaves 2 children dead and 3 others hurt. It happened Saturday night around 5 o'clock. The Missouri Highway Patrol tells us a Dodge Ram pickup truck was traveling on Route A near Old Route A when it hit another car. Police say the children killed were passengers in that other vehicle. The woman driving the car and 2 people in the truck were transported to a hospital. New at noon, MoDOT will close a portion of Interstate 64 this weekend to remove the Tower Grove and Boyle bridges. All lanes and ramps of Highway 40 will be shut down in both directions. It's going to happen between Kings Highway and Forest Park Avenue. It starts at 8 o'clock Friday night, and the area is expected to reopen by 3 next Monday morning. The detailed information about this closure is on our website, KMOV.com. Check out this new video coming out of Branson, Missouri. Plow trucks are trying to clear things up after a busy Sunday. Steady sleet and snow pelted that area. MoDOT encourages drivers there to drive with caution or not drive at all. Also new at noon, another major winter storm is taking aim at the nation's mid-Atlantic states today. And get this, it's hitting as far south as the Carolinas. Greg Boswell has the latest from Washington, D.C. President Obama is preparing to host Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu at the White House later today. The president is expected to push Netanyahu to agree to concessions to the Palestinians during peace talks. But before leaving for Washington, Netanyahu promised to stand steadfast for Israeli interest. Coming up on News 4 at noon, vaccinations are a hot topic for parents, but what are they doing to kids around the world? The Journal of Pediatrics sends out new statistics today. Find out what they uncovered.
When I look down at this golden statue, may it remind me and every little child that no matter where you're from, your dreams are valid.
And the Academy Awards are over, but last night's big show still has people talking. We'll show you who got a new best friend named Oscar coming up in our Hollywood headlines.
You're watching News 4, watching out for you.
News 4 always watches out for your money and private information. That's why we need to warn you that yet another major retailer may have been the most recent target of a cyber attack. The Secret Service is investigating a possible security breach at Sears. Details about the scope and timing of the possible breach have not yet been released. Sears says there's no evidence that it was hacked. For the first time, Americans use smartphones and tablets more than their PCs to access the internet. According to data from ComScore, mobile devices accounted for 55% of internet usage in the United States in January. Apps made up 47% of web traffic and mobile browsers 8%. Personal computers represented 45% of web traffic. The shift follows a historic freefall in PC sales last year. Next on News 4, millions of parents use sleep machines to put their babies to bed, but new research finds the devices could be hurting your infant. Find out how. Plus,
My morning began with being pummeled like Kobe beef, and it's just got better and better.
and we've got to look at last night's big winners at the 86th Academy Awards. It's coming up in our Hollywood headlines. But first, let's take a look at the fun fact. On this day in 1931, the Star-Spangled Banner became the national anthem of the United States. Do you know which 18th century British drinking song it was sung to? The answer coming up a little later, only on News 4 at noon.
You're watching News 4, watching out for you.
New at noon, popular infant sleep machines may contribute to a baby's hearing loss. That's according to a new study in the Journal of Pediatrics. Researchers tested 14 machines and found they exceed the current recommended noise limits for infants, affecting hearing, speech, and language development. The study suggests moving the noise machines at least 6 feet from those babies. A new study shows the impact of childhood immunizations. It finds vaccinations prevented 42,000 early deaths, 20 million cases of disease, and saved over $13 billion. The report estimates every $1 spent on immunization saves at least $10 down the road. And medical marijuana may not help those who suffer from rheumatoid arthritis. While it is sometimes used to treat intense levels of pain, scientists overseas found no positive impact in patients with rheumatoid arthritis. That may be due to a different mechanism in the type of pain.
Well, while it's sunny across the area, the sun is doing little to warm things up today. But the bitter cold won't stick around too terribly long. When we'll see that warm up coming up next.
When I look down at this golden statue, may it remind me and every little child that no matter where you're from, your dreams are valid.
And dreams came true for Hollywood's elite last night. We've got a look at who took home Oscars coming up next in our Hollywood headlines. But first, let's take a look at the stock markets, oil and gold prices. It's Monday, March 3rd. You're watching News 4 at noon.
Hopefully this is our last big Arctic blast of the winter. Fingers crossed for that. In the meantime today, just bundle up. Temperatures in the single digits again tonight.
Hey, 54 on Friday. I am already planning my outfit for that day because for News 4 this morning, I kid you not, the last 2 months I've worn 4 pairs of pants every day.
It's been a bitterly cold winter for us. I think everybody's so looking forward to spring.
Yes. Friday.
Yes.
Love it. It'll be perfect. Thank you,
Sure.
Kristen. Now, the glitter and glamour of Hollywood was on full display at the Academy Awards last night. Wendy Gillette reports from New York City about what happened after you went to bed. Chris and I will be right back with the answer to today's fun fact. Here it is. On this day in 1931, the Star-Spangled Banner became the national anthem of the United States. Here's our question. Do you know which 18th century British drinking song it was sung to? The answer is next, only on News 4 at noon. Time now to answer the fun fact.
So on this day in 1931, the Star-Spangled Banner became the national anthem of the United States. Do you know which 18th century British drinking song it was sung to?
The answer, to Anacreon in Heaven. Didn't know that one.
Who knew? All right, time now to meet our pet of the week. This is Henry.
Aww.
He's a 2-year-old Brussels Griffon pug mix. He's very sweet and social and loves attention. If you're interested in finding out about adopting Henry, please do. Go to the Animal Protective Association on South Hanley. You can also go to KMOV.com. All right, quick update on the forecast. Sunny this afternoon, but not very warm. Today's high only 20, about 30 degrees below average.
But it'll be better later in the week.
Gradually warming every day.
Great. Thank you for spending this half hour with us. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you later on News 4 at 5 o'clock.